I won't quite put it in servient words, but it's my understanding that I already fill that kind of role to you. I do have questions, I do have reservations, but this is something that cannot be undone. It's not as if I'm about to make a questionable decision. That decision's already been done. It's made on Solstheim. But you raise a very dark question, a pondering of sorts, about when your servants exhaust their usefulness to you. First Merak, then Septimus. What about me? Resistance, especially to you, is futile. Smile and nod, Norton, smile and nod. And so here we are. Here, skirting on the edge of the sea of ghosts, having just had a second encounter, a second chapter is probably a more appropriate phrase, with Hermaeus Mora. The tale here did seem a bit incomplete. I had assumed that Septimus's brain had been scrambled by the entire idea of the Elder Scroll, of beneath the dark, the point of puncture, the maximum apex. It's beginning to get me all frazzled. Yet, the whole idea that Hermaeus Mora is involved is one that, poetically and tragically, makes some form of sense. Anyway, Septimus asked, in order to open that vault, which I do want to open, it looks as if it'll hold artifacts inside. If anything, I want to open that vault because it seems to mirror Merlin's vault. Merlin's vault is for the artifacts I choose. I find. This vault, I purely want to open it on the off chance that it looks like Merlin's vault. Not because it is Merlin's vault, but Merlin's vault holds valuable things, so, that would hold valuable things as well. Why have I got dog meat? Anyway, I'm going to have a bit of that and a bit of that, I think. If I get any colder, I'll have some mead to warm the soul. Septimus has given me a task to gather blood of all the races here in Tamriel, which I don't think he could have given the task to a better person, don't you? And even though that is a task from Septimus, I'm beginning to take it as, well, it has Hermaeus Mora's, Master Mora's, endorsement, so it may as well be an order from him, especially considering Septimus is hardly a reliable narrator of his own state of being. Right, look, we're going to be coming back here, and you're annoying me. Didn't even try, did they? Alright, I'll pull anything off you. How about that arrow? That seems to be knackered as well. Fair play. Right. In light of whatever happened there, I'm going to pick myself a route down to reunite with Marcus Janus to see what his plans are. I was to return in a day. It's been a little bit more than a day. So, I think... What do you make of this, guys? What if we head east to Dawnstar, then south, and then head in that crypt, that Frostmere crypt, if I remember the name of it right. It was right near the Dim Hollow crypt that we went in. I'm thinking we should dip in there. There's something about a stolen sword and a lot of bandits there. Since I have to be harvesting blood, which, you know, it's kind of a given that I'm actually going to do. There's no better person to do this, especially if it's for Hermaeus Mora. I'm already his servant. This isn't about becoming his servant. It's more an upkeep of our relationship, shall we say. So, I'm going to head in there and hopefully find a nice variety of people in there, shall we say. And maybe find something about his stolen sword. Is this sword just a personal item or a personal artifact? Is it something of use to the quest? I suppose we should go and see. After that, if there's no more, no serious luck on getting a lot of the blood from the races which I need to, I can always go south and pick up this bounty in the Redderun's retreat. I believe I have been in there before. But apparently there's another bandit leader, and presumably another load of bandits in there, so I can do a lot of harvesting in there. And I think, finally, before I make it back to Helgen, I'll head to Whiterun. Not quite sure if I'm ready to enter the Underforge yet. I think I'm looking for an excuse. If I don't find an excuse, I'm going to end up just saying, screw it. Guys, wait outside. I'm just going to go walking into their head held high and just do what I need to do. But I'm hoping I can find an excuse. Maybe Marcus Janus could give me one, though. We're doing feel-good things there. We're rebuilding. We're making a community there. That's his idea. I don't know, I kind of want to believe that we can actually do that. I'm battling with what's good and what's appearing to be good and what's pretending to be good and what's actually good. Rebuilding a community, making homes for people. That screams morally righteous. I need to be on that wagon. That's a bit of a crude joke considering it's Helgen, isn't it? But let's leave that there. So in Whiterun, I'm not going to go into the Underforge. I'm going to be heading to the... Is it the Battleborn's house? Or the Greymounds? Pretty sure it's the Battleborn. But I'm going to head to that house there and find some evidence of Thorol's fate. I'd kind of just left it to the wind, really. I thought I'd maybe hear something around town. That hasn't turned out to be the case. So I'm probably going to go visit the mother, the grandmother there again, and get a tale again and maybe have a look around the property if she'll let me. So, quite the plan has been mapped out. I think it's about time, before I freeze my balls off here, that we head down there. That's a skeleton. Right, gonna go watch this. Thank you very much. Back in my day, I was the best shot in the company. Alright, I'm getting a bit freezing now. Look up. Good hit. It seems I've wandered into here before, I'm sure. Sorry, mate. Have a go. Not quite good enough. I heard something summony. Is that a word? I should really just drop into the ruin. Beat me to it. Good hit, Indigo. Good hit. What is this place all about? Do I have to head inside? I feel almost compelled to. Hopefully to find some lit torches and a fire I can gather around. Oh, go on then. Why not? As I'm so fond of saying, because it's true, what's the worst that could possibly happen? Let's see if we get this unlocked. There. Even with my fingers. Who are you? Shouty type. Sorry, mate. Right. I think I've already come across that, so I'm going to leave it. Okay. Huh. The markings on this, appears to be different. How odd. It's near the college, though. Is it magic related? Could this be an artifact of my own, or an artifact of the significance for the college? Huh. Huh. Something very strange about that. I'm gonna hang on to that. Might even take it to Tolfdir. Or Merlin. Probably Merlin. Right. Seems to require a key. It's a shame. Well then. That was nice, wasn't it? Oiled the joints. I know, as if we're all Dwemer constructs. Yes, this is one thing I've just remembered about this place. I have to go backwards in order to go forwards. Careful. I know you're cats and all that, but be sensible. At least one of us got to be. Okay. Time to make a long walk, a long walk? Or more like long ride to go and find... There are, mate. To go to this crypt nearby Dawnstar. Should I shadow the coast first? Might be the most sensible thing to do. Yeah, fellas, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna scout on ahead. It's the sensible thing to do, you know. It's for your safety, yeah. No other reason, aside from the relaxation of resting my legs in exchange for a sore arse. Okay, I'm gonna shadow the coast and then go south.
This way. I think he is guarding our rear.
Hey, Karjo. Karjo. You ever fancy a chat with your old mates, eh? Well, you weren't hardly mates by choice, were they? You had a debt to pay. But you said you had a debt to pay with me, but no, you're my mate, they're your mates. Hey, if you ever want to have a night with them round the fire again, you let me know, yeah? You let me know. I'll do everything in my power to make that happen, should you want it. Anyway, that was a very long ride from Winterhold. I've forgotten just how treacherous the shoreline could be. Especially in these conditions. If I just refer to my map here, I think I need to be bearing right at some point. I think I'll keep an eye on my right-hand side for the burning, well, the burned out remains, the whole of the Vigilant. Am I seeing it there? Ice Ray. Took me a long time to see that. Let's get you burned. If I can hit you. You're hard to hit to begin with, never mind. One on the horse. We're just chasing each other around the wall at this point. Probably. Pardon me. Do as you will, Arvak. Disappear, maybe. So only when I get off the horse you decide to actually have a go at it. Whatever. Bloody cold. Fire up there though, not the whole of the vigilant. But... Hey, I spoke to that dragon, that Durnavir. Maybe I can make friends of a giant. Can I use your fire? Don't mind, do you? Fantastic. Speaking of Durnavir, I promised to summon him into this plane. What a majestic beast he is. I do wonder why other dragons haven't tried to talk to me. There was, the dragon outside Whiterun? He spoke my name, if I remember right. Dovahkiin.
Strange rock markings.
Yeah. Very. Right. I'm warming through a bit. Let's see how far I can get. Okay, let's just beeline it this way. It didn't seem to be in a elevated position, the crit, unlike the dim hollow crit, which was all the way up there. This crit seemed to be more on our level. So, burning again. I do wonder if the vigilants keep going into there, rebuilding it, and then some other offshoot vampire or vigilant haters, of which there are a lot of them, just keep going and torching the place. Does make you wonder. But if that was there, where had I made my marking for that to be? I'd made my marking for it to be around that side. Excuse me. If any of you spot this place before me, let me know. Also, it's getting a bit dark, wouldn't you say? Plenty of potions on me, good. Right. Hey up, I am seeing the outline of an ancient Nordic crypt. Aha. Okay. That'll be that last cut down before she started mouthing off to me. Bless her. Elven gauntlets, ruined books, iron swords. Okay. I reckon we should go all bows and take a look inside, wouldn't you say? That's what I'd say. Take some of that. Let's see.
But Isa? She's smarter than us.
Roger was always dragging her into things.
Show some restraint.
Stealing
Am I
the
talking to
boss's
myself or to you?
If you have a death wish,
Stand in that stinking jail. Who knows? Cat was crazy. She was a fool to trust him.
Talking about a cat. He seems to be wearing the most plates. Okay. Let's do this. Mage. Major. Pain in my arse. Good hit. I've got an Argonian here. Okay. I should really be harvesting some blood for Hermaeus Mora. I have an Argonian here. This blood runs cold. Ah, it's weird. It means so cold to the touch. It's very spilling so fresh. Well, let's start out here. Do I have a few empty vials here? I think I do. Done a lot of potions swigging in my time. I could probably just get an empty skooma bottle and carry a lot of those as well. Okay. They're talking about a crazy cat. It's my arrow. There we go. If I can't get more, if I can't get warm, I have the mead. I feel almost as if Himeas Moore has frazzled my brain. I can't get any words out. It's very strange. Or maybe it's just a hangover. Gosh knows what it actually is. I'm not seeing any spines of those books that I'm not recognizing. I promise I'll get you some ebony arrows again soon, okay? All I need to do is just move out of the way. Can you do that for me? Can you move out of the way? Thank you. Hearing voices to the left, yet we're going to the right. And that's barred. Let's not give it another shove. Twice as a coincidence, three as a pattern. I promise I will. I promise I'll get...
There is no need to push.
Throw on the bleeding floor as you do that again.
Kerr's orders. Nobody goes in or out until he gets back. The boss will skin you as soon as he's done with Regier.
Kier? Regier? Thought I'd killed a cat by the entrance, turned out it was an Argonian. Sorry about that, you just all look so similar.
Picking pockets. Now that's the real art. No rough stuff.
Have you seen me? You might have seen me. Doesn't matter, right? She saw something else flying to your face. But what about down there? Huh? We got runners. Let's not be rude. Come on, guys.
Someone there?
Yeah. You're gonna be on me unless you trip over that skirt. You carrying that for? You've got a door. You know, I must be amassing quite the book collection back at the tower. I always drop them off there. In case Merlin fancies a read. I mean, I'm not really much of a reader, so... It's kind of a bit wasted on me. But the idea of finding something new which I don't recognise is appealing, but actually reading the things is not. Is there armoury? Yeah, it's about well equipped as they are. They look interesting, though. I'll take those. If only to, keep some purchase. Walking the treacherous shores from Winterhold to Dawnstar again. What you got there? For a moment there, I thought you had a candlelight ready to cast, just in case mine ran out.
That brat ain't mine. Could be anyone's. One rusty second.
What are they arguing over? Skooma?
Boss went down there? Were they?
Yeah, he's after Regier. Never seen him so angry.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Something's just felt wrong down there lately.
Now you're sounding as crazy as the cat. Going on about the Pale Lady next.
Pale Lady? Pretty sure I saw her at the front entrance. Bit of a mouthful, let me tell you. Find the second voice.
Huh?
Unless you just thought he fell down the stairs with an arrow through his head. Oh no. Oh, I'm caught in something here.
Here we go again.
Get that away from us. Tell you what, let's make some distance. Let's make... In fact, there's a lot of ice going around. I was going to... They'll really slow me down, that. Okay. I'm gonna stick with the sword out now. Unless it's more advantageous to switch to the bow. But like if someone's sleeping there, I can put the sword right through them. Very convenient. Hang on, there's a note there. Signed Regier. Issa. I see her in every shadow, hear her voice on every breath of wind. In my dreams, in my ears, in my mind. The pale lady. We have to stop her. Just return the sword and we can shut her away forever. I can't take this anymore. I have to do it. I must. Regier. Return the sword. Does he have the sword? What? Issa had the sword. What comes first? The note or the journal? I'm banking on the journal. Left the White River gang this morning with Hajvar's thugs on our tail. Wasn't a bad gig, but it was time to move on. Regier and I weren't getting anywhere with him in charge. I'll never understand how he does it. I couldn't find so much as a rumouring window, while Regier stayed outside the city, got wasted on moon sugar, and still managed to find us a lead. Some gang out in Mortal Way. They're holed up in an old ruin, digging it out between raids on the caravans. Joined up with Kia's band, or Kia's rather. Their treasure hunting dig is a disaster. 3 months of work have barely cleared a single haul, and 6 men have died from the cave-ins. I've taken charge of the dig, while Regier is leading the raids topside. Maybe that year in Sidna mine will pay off after all. You think a man who could swing a sword could use a pickaxe, but these louts are exhausted after barely an hour. No wonder this tunnel's taking forever. I've set up around-the-clock shifts and ordered double rations for the best diggers. That'll give them some incentive. Night shift woke me to say they'd hit something big. Kia, Regier, and I went down to take a look. It's huge. Like a whole forest was just swallowed up by the earth, with a big old monument out in the centre. Kia took the sword from it as a trophy, proof his whole plan was finally paying off. For once, he might be right. Regier's been having nightmares over the past few days. He keeps muttering about a pale lady, one of those swamp women who steal children away at night, I think. To think some fool story could turn the toughest bandit I know into a cowering kitten, frightened of his own shadow. I'm just glad none of the others see him like this. It's getting worse. Regier can barely sleep at all now, and whenever he dozes off, he wakes up screaming. Woke the whole place last night. He says this pale lady is coming for us. She's down in the forest, that we have to return the sword or she'll kill us all. Not a chance. The boss clings to that thing like he was born with it. I told everyone Regier is just a fever, but this can't go on. I pulled a few things together. I'll slip out tonight and never look back. That was her. I joked that she was the pale lady on the front steps that I saw at that time, but that will be her. Issa. Okay. So with any luck, I'll be able to find this Regier with this sword down in the forest, in the middle of a place for a monument with this pale lady. With any luck. Is it really lucky to find that? We've got the cat power, so I'll take my chances. I face stupider odds, believe me. I haven't lived that long, but I've lived. Okay.
Huh?
That's fallen there. Okay, let's double back on ourselves. We've got at least one person down there. Not hide. Okay.
It's easy. It is living that takes practice.
That was a very strange moment.
Never should have come here.
Only just parried that. Only just. Got less of him behind them. Okay, so we're here now. We need to be descending till we find this forest.
What was that?
Light them up.
Nothing! As you were. Does that look like light reading? Okay. Let's continue this descent. This would be the dig that what's-her-face are on about in the journal. Bloody dire dig. Not as dire as the lighting situation here.
Something's wrong. Boss been down there too long.
Yeah. Let's wait a little longer.
Then a burst of light in this otherwise darkness.
You need to do better than that.
He's right, you know. You don't mess around with Karsha. Run! Look at that, I almost got posted.
Like I'm supposed to figure out which college.
Tough bastard.
They're done.
He's talking in a bleeding heart. Look at the harvest of that. Right out the wound. Just easier. Falls right into the vial. You keep that thing away from me, pal. Still feel it reverberating through my bleeding face. Who are you? Trip over?
Finally, someone came. The cat, Rajir, ambushed me. He's trying to take the sword back. I can't.
Go on. Are we being guided? I think we've been guided. Unsheathe those swords, fellas. Or maces. Hey. He took the sword back, and that's the pale bloody lady. Don't mind me. At some distance. Nice one, Jazargo. Gonna caught between taking care of these orbs and taking care of whatever spectre's back there. Jazargo's on it. Good lad. Okay. Keep an eye out for me. This'll be Bloody Regier. Ah, that'll be it. That will be it. The Pale Blade. Looks as if it's got some kind of frost and stamina enchantment on it. And there's also something else there, I think. Something about fleeing by the inscription? Hard to tell. Presumably, it would be the right thing to put it back. That's what you're trying to do. Did the Pale Lady blindly kill him because he had the sword, not knowing that we were going to put it back? Most likely explanation. That's kind of sad, especially considering I'm not putting it back. Pale Lady. Unlucky. Lads, let's fan out and have a look round, see if we can find any treasure here. Seems to be a word wall up there. So I need to go up there and have a moment with it. But before then, let's just have a gander. Okay. I need to take my time with this one. Case in point. Got it. Took long enough. Thank you, please. You stop with the standing ovation. Okay. Interesting place. Like the Ancestor Glade. Just no moths. Just wisps. And a pissed off Pale Lady. Is he just gonna take us to where I was? An ebony warhammer? Wow. But hey, I'm not taking it. Got anything on you? Not looking that around. Again, I'm completely just... There were days when I'd do anything to get something like that. Understand, how could I live so long, relatively, before Merlin's quest? Scraping by. Oh, bleeding rations and all sorts, but... Merlin's quest, all of a sudden, there's just an abundance of everything. My standard of living, not that I'm really living, especially when I was a bleeding vampire, has just grown exponentially. The amount of gold I have on me is something I would have committed huge atrocities to get. I've committed my fair share in my time. I don't really want to talk about them with anyone in particular, but things I would have done for, what, 120,000 gold that I've got on me just now? Almost anything. Okay. There's gotta be nothing back here, but I have to know. I have to know. Okay, now I'm just soggy. Okay, it was nice to be here. I would dwell, but no. We're heading down south, aren't we? To the Redrun's retreat? Yeah. And then we're gonna tuck ourselves into Whiterun. Ebony longsword. Ooh. I am gonna take that. Only because I haven't come across it. Ah, more tribunal armor. We're taking that as well. And a bound bow. Who'd have thought? your undoing someday. You absolute... One stuck in my nose. Pull that one out though. Oh. That stings. So let's have a dip. If I can't propel myself up off the floor, guys, you got to come down and fish me out. Getting in here with plates is a bad idea, but I'm here now.
Good job.
Thank you. I'll take it. Alright, there's... This will be the door from earlier then. Okay. Funny how the ancient Norse are so economical in how they did things. Give me that. Okay. Okay. Let's get out of here then. Night is upon us, a wonderful one at that. Not quite midnight yet, I reckon. I could just stay here for the night, I could. But let's just head for Whiterun. Let's head for Whiterun. We're getting that Red Run's retreat. There'll be a fire in there. And then we'll get actually into Whiterun. I wonder if it can be done there and into the walls of Whiterun before the night is out. Maybe so. I hope so. Oh, foul. Hey. Giddy up.
I bet I could still
You wanna go? Go on, try outrun me. I dare you. Okay guys, I've just got rid of Arvac because, well, our listing's a bit random, but I think I know where we are. This is labyrinthian. The Shrine of MERLIN'S Dagon's nearby as well, if I remember right. I haven't been here since... I remember the likes of you been here last time I was here. In your own time, fellas. Alright, well, I may as well take care of this myself. Good it. Do not need any more of that. Got plenty of it back at the tower. Much change since I was here last? I don't think I had a proper look round when I was last here last. All these stone huts. Nothing inside to speak of. No. Still check them all nonetheless. Let's try the stairs. Getting a bit cold. I suppose sometimes I forget where I am. Another one. Okay, this doesn't seem empty, which is usually good. What is this? Is that some kind of missive? It seemed like an easy enough job. Groz and me done plenty like it before. Some chinless Breton wants bodyguards for a trip into the mountains. Fine. Easy clink for us. He goes on about this twice-forsaken mask of his on his whole way. Of course, got a pretty good laugh when Groz snatched it and put it on her face. He threatened to fire us for that one. Not smart how you're on your own. He realised that right fast and shut up about not paying. So we get here. He thumbs through some papers and mutters to himself. Never you mind that me and Groz had to cut through 10 stinking trolls just to get him here. Without so much as a warning, poof. He's put on that mask and vanished. Could have put my hands on his throat one moment. The next is not so much as thin air. Well, after a while we didn't know what to do, so Groz picks a gear up to head home. When he poofs back, that mask in his hand. Begs us not to leave, says he needs us to wait, that this is what he's paying us for. Then he puts the mask back on, his sorry face, and he's gone again. I'd seen cloaks do invisibility before, but a few swings of my fist proved he wasn't pulling that one. Nothing there to hit. He shows up again, tells us he just needs more time, has to figure out something about the other masks, and vanishes again. That was yesterday, and I'm done with twiddling my thumbs and writing letters to myself. We're leaving come sunrise, and if he shows up again, I promise Azura, I'm putting this dagger through his chest to keep it in one place. We'll pull more loot off him dead than he could ever have paid us alive. But not the mask. That cursed thing can stay and rot with him for all the trolls right here. The mask? That like a dragon priest mask? And he's putting it on to vanish places? Forgive me, fellas, but, if I could try this mask on... Don't look at me like that. If I could try this mask on and hopefully get whizzed away to a place that has a fire, it'd be fantastic. Let's give this a go. Ask and you shall have. It's just like the same place, but in a different time. Fellas? Guys? I'll be gone. To them. And this? Just anything to go by. Dragon priest masks. I already have a good couple of these. Would I gain anything from bringing them all here? Or is this like the pale lady thing? Or just like returning something to its rightful place? Is this the rightful place for dragon priest masks? Does it just return here because it's the right thing to do? Regardless of what's the right things to do, and me trying to do the right thing. In Merlin's quest, I think these masks are probably best served being inside that vault. For whatever he plans to do with them. That's a question I'm not really wanting to be... I'm avoiding confronting that question. Quietly in my mind, that question has evolved 3 or 4 times, or the answer to that, well, I presume the answer to that would be, has evolved 3 or 4 times. When I was with the college, it was about this greater good of keeping these artifacts from the wrong people. From there, it shifted again and again to different explanations of why Merlin wanted these things. But one thing is certain. Regardless of his intentions, I'm his servant, and it just seems like the right thing to do to defy the right thing to do, by putting them back here, perhaps, and having them back in the vault. This wooden mask, that is quite something. Lovely and warm in here, must say. Let's see if anything else happens if I happen to take this off. Yeah, you're not really supposed to be impressed. Well then, that is interesting. The Veterans Retreat, I believe, is just south of here. That's according to my scrawlings. If they're to be believed. You almost took me legs out. You almost took... That was the most confusing thing I think I've ever seen. I'm not gonna question it though. I'm just gonna eat something. That's not a venison shot. Water skin. I'm gonna wash it down with some mead. I'll be feeling a bit warm, you see. Right, so south. We're heading south. Let's get out of here. See if we can't find this place. We can have a run over that, since it's supposedly not that far away. Let's see. Oh, the place where I came to with that. Oh, I always forget those brothers' names. I always get mixed up though. Now I'm kind of spacing on the actual names. Anything I can help you with? The mud crabs, probably. Yeah, it's a dustman's cane. I could always give me a drink. You people just make entertainment for yourselves, don't you? That's what this is all about. Yeah, wasn't it over here somewhere? Is that it? No. It was. In your own time. Close. Well, what a way to announce your arrival, eh? What else you seen? What sword are you carrying? A Dwemer thing. Let's have another go at this. Oh. Gotcha. Huh. I'm pretty sure I've almost already got one of these, though. It's funny, with the companions and I put so much emphasis on Isgrimmor's artifacts that I've come across a couple of those. Must just be replicas, though. Surely not originals. Even if the original companions had their own shields of Isgrimmor. Is there something over there we should be concerned about? A bear, maybe. Let me just acquaint myself. Let's get back on the road. I'm pretty sure it's Inigo getting tangled up in that. Let's get back on the road. And I think this Rederin's retreat should just be off the way somewhere. They marked it enough. I'm pretty sure I've been through it before, so what we're going to do, fellas, is we're going to draw this... We'll draw our weapons and storm through the place. I'll announce our presence with a candlelight. Where was it? This is a hunk of rock. Was there something on the other side? Yes. Yes, there is. Right. Shall we see who's home? This is just another door I go and put my boot through. Right. Dog. Sorry, fella, but Mutt's not going to make it out of this. Probably first one on target.
Did you hear something?
That's some thinking time. Hey.
You're bleeding!
I think you're bleeding a bit. Do you have a runner? I think we have a runner.
Now ain't this...
No, I think I just invented that. You're swinging that around as if it's a one-handed sword.
You need a few more arrows in you.
Guys, flank around him, will you? You can't see a bleeding thing, so you may as well get behind him. Or burn him. Each to their own and all that. Treasure map. A cooking spit. Okay. Okay. I did wonder whether I'd get back to Whiterun before the night was out. Hypothetically we could, but now we're here. Again. Killing bandit leaders here. Again. It seems that once again, they put on a fire, some food, laid out some bedrolls, some refreshments. I can't think. Or some occasional pieces of choice furnishing. This is a wonderful place to spend the night. Yes, I am serious.